Sanbonani, hello and welcome to vNAF Studio 2020 right here on www.nationalartsfestival.co.za. Thank you so much to the amazing sponsors that are making this dream come alive. Today, of course, we're going to be taking a look at some of the amazing programs that have made the vNAF lineup. Who's doing what, where and when on this virtual platform?
Good evening, thanks for coming, appreciate it. To all of my teammates, to fans of cricket all over the world, and to all Australians who are disappointed and angry, I'm sorry.
How are you, or how were you, I guess, from the big motion of last year?
Like everyone, it all came to like a screaming stop. And then it was a bit of a holiday at first, until all the money ran out. And then, yeah. But I had worked in the medium of video before. And the person I was living with during lockdown was the actor who I wanted in a short film. So it all sort of came together quite fortuitously, yeah.
So this time around, you're also back with a production called Steve Smith. What is it about this man squirming? Or is it also the trying to chip away at masculinity, trying to chip away of that male privilege as well? What is that?
So this is the Australian cricket captain in 2018 apologizing for the ball tampering scandal. Like at first, de Klerk, the actor and I, we chose the footage because it was kind of ghoulish to watch a man fall apart like that. We were like, you know, but then also like, given the circumstances that we're all in now, like we're all on the edge of falling apart. I would like you very much to watch my movie on the internet, and to watch other people's theatre on the internet and dance on the internet and buy things from the Village Green on the internet, because I mean, it's nice to do something different, and like it has its limitations, but it's also much cheaper than schlepping to Makanda and paying a lot of money per ticket. You know, like let's take advantage of the things that are happening. Yeah. And my movie's really, really short. 5 minutes of your life.
Oh, I love you already. I can't wait to see you on the interwebs. Thank you so much for that time. We're now going to head on over to the Creative Aid stage now, where we're going to meet Layla and Stan Edison, who are going to be talking about Screensaver. Listen, I was reading about this production, and the one thing that I caught up says, where do we go when time no longer holds us in place? Where do we go, Stan and Layla, when time no longer holds us in place? What are we doing?
Well, this is it. I think everybody's experiencing this really weird moment in time, you know, and it made us really think about time as a concept, which if you start to really think about it, it becomes extremely abstract, you know. We're all experiencing time passing, but we find it sometimes quite difficult to put our finger on it until a moment like this occurs in society, where suddenly we're thrown into a completely different relationship with time.
The platform is so abstract. The current phase that we're going through is so abstract on its own. How do we start thinking about time, which is abstract on its own, into an abstract piece? Oh my God.
Yeah.
At the moment, we are still making it, so we're busy creating it, and I think I'm very locked in that making.
Technical
and
side of things, yeah.
That the piece also is not too directly just about the situation we're in now, but that it looks a little bit broader.
What have you observed in your own time? There's a baby also in the picture. That's a lot of time. So what are you doing with this time in the way that you observe it?
Time has shifted completely. And I'm like, it was super interesting, because you're like, wow, now I'm a mom, and I'm like, my whole life is having to adapt to this baby's time frame. So I think for other artists and audience members who want to see like something a bit experimental, but something that is really playing with the building blocks of the internet as aesthetic and as content and as material.
Yes. Ah, the third member of the collaboration.
Hey.
He literally
Of course.
like, oh my God. Thank you so much, guys. Of course, the virtual festival is taking place for the first time in Makanda. Isn't Isafan now we are Bonela Vest. So this year.
I'll be presenting the work that I co-choreographed with David April and directed and dramatized by Ukatle Hawasikosana. It's the work called Nguma.
What do you decide to include? What don't you include? Bearing in mind, Uguti, now we're doing this whole online thing. How is your thinking now had to readapt with this shift that we're going through?
Because of the work was mostly created for, for live performances, for people to really feel the space that I create within the performance, And now, when things started to shift, and then the work is going to be shown is going to be screened, I have a little bit of fear in terms of the feeling and the emotions like in the audience view, because some people may not really feel what other people feel when they watch the work live. I hope people will enjoy and love the work that I will be sharing with them, because for me it's not a performance, it's just sharing my story with everyone that is there, and me being vulnerable in front of everyone around the world now, because it's been a dream to take the work overseas, to tour with it. I think now the work is touring before it can even tour.
I love that. It's been a dream for the work to tour. And now it's just going in a nice, different way, man. Ngiyabonga kakhulu Xolisi, and I wish you well for the 11 days of amazing, yeah?
Enkosi kakhulu sisi wami.
Thank you so much for choosing to spend the time with us here at vNAF Studio 2020. You know for a fact that we always love engaging with you, as well as checking out your reviews and what you have to say on our social media platforms. Please keep those coming. You have no idea what a long way they go into making the artist as happy as you've seen them. Also, please feel free to go on www.nationalartsfestival.co.za. Check out what some of the artists are doing. Where can you play your part and do your thing? From us here at vNAF Studio, I'm over and out. Nsale kahle.